Okay.
You can walk her over it first just to warm her up if you want to.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
This is where everyone gets to try out their leash skills. Yeah?
Yeah.
Just walk towards it. Don't get nervous.
Okay. Come on. Listen, you.
She's doing a mutiny again.
Mm-hmm. Suzie, place.
No, you just walk her over it first.
Oh, okay.
Say place when she's just do that a few times. Yeah.
Talk about it been doing it wrong. I always need to go back and look.
So yeah, just have her. Yep. Nope. Just don't worry. Just turn around and try to walk her over again. Just try to lead her. Don't tighten up on her. She will.
The one I did at home is like flat. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Well, I mean, it weirds them out when they're going on something different.
Place.
Good
Good
there
girl.
you go. There you go.
There we go. No. Could you not? Really? With your allergies?
And you can body bump her a little bit. When she was on the left side, you could have body bumped her on just a little bit.
Okay. Alright.
Suzie is not a follower. Take another pass at it.
Place.
There you go.
Girl. Let's do that again. Come on. Come on. Come on, Suzie. Place. Good girl.
There you go.
There we go. Place. Good girl.
Come at it from the other sides too.
Okay.
I go at it from all corners when I start.
Yep. Place. Good girl.
She's like, oh.
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 What's wrong with that side?
Oh, Forrest got up.
Place. Good girl.
Became slightly distracted.
Place. Good girl. Oh. Place. Good girl. Wait, you don't like that side? Come on. Place. Good
There
girl.
you go.
Okay, let's try this other side again.
You can't be tired, Suzie. It's cool out tonight. You're lucky.
Yeah, she slept all day.
You're lucky.
Place. Good girl.
It's been kind of a weird summer. It seemed to be warm early on, and now,
Now it's cool now. Yeah.
which I love.
Yeah. Agree.
I'm not assuming it's going to stay like this, however.
No, it's supposed to get rain tomorrow. And then hot again, I think.
One day we were out here early morning with a
Place.
client,
Good girl.
and it was like steam was rising from the ground.
Oh my God, you're kidding. Come on, sis. Place. Good girl.
It's like, really? It's 9 a.m.
I know. I could probably go on to place. Good girl. The walking around?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now try to walk up point and say place. Susie's like, I'm going to be as...
Place.
Yay, Suzie. Watch the feetsies.
Yeah.
There you go.
Place. girl. Okay.
Now, how long do you think you can do the circles for?
That's right. It was supposed to be. I was counting them. Should it be
So
timing
usually
or
6 times around, roughly a minute usually.
Okay. Yeah, I think I was up to 6 for
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
I might open up this page. You keep going.
Okay. Works for me. Yeah. Come on. Suzie, place. No.
Yep, set her back up.
Place. Nope.
So let's just do one circle with force out here.
Okay. Suzie, place.
And then release it.
Okay.
Force is actually a pretty mellow dude, that's why he's
Suzie,
out
place.
here.
Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Sure, but I'll come and read them right afterwards. Suzie, place. Girl. Okay. And the other side. Not that it'll matter. Just saying.
That might be harder from that side.
I know. What's going on here?
with the handsome boy. She's got the thing under her little army pit.
Suzie. Suzie, place. She's just gonna turn anyway. No.
Oh, yep, and step into her. I find it's more meaningful then if I step into them and I body bump them at this point.
Okay. Okay. Suzie, place. Good girl. Okay.
You know, Boss the pug, it was her that practiced with the pug one day, right?
Yep, yep. Oh, that was Minnie.
He went home, he ended up being Forrest's favorite thing in the whole world.
Really?
Yeah, he loved him. Loved him.
Suzie, place. Okay. Suzie, place. Good girl. Okay. You sure? I don't believe you. Suzie, place. Good girl. Okay.
They're all about my Chihuahua Ziggy too. I could have had him out here today too. Probably best one at a time.
Yeah. Yeah, we went for a walk yesterday. She did really well. I mean, it wasn't a training walk, but it was
Yeah.
just a walk. So,
That's what we want to hear.
well, my mom even commented, Suzie, place.
Make sure you're not dragging her onto the place at this point. Be sure you point, leave the leash loose.
Okay.
Oh, more people. other side, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be hard to get her to go there.
Suzie, place.
Good
Good
job.
girl.
Oh, yeah, just took her a different beat.
Okay. Suzie. Place.
Now give her a little leash pull, because it'd be hard to body buckle in that position. That's her revolt right there. When she's like, nope, I want to go do what I want to do now.
Usually it's when we're on a walk and she's tired,
Yeah.
towards the end of the walk and kind of cold and hot. She finds good grass.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm done now.
This seems more like a revolt. 'Cause
Yeah,
we
I think
haven't
this is
done
more of a-
anything that strenuous, really.
No.
Not physically strenuous, anyway. See,
Yeah.
and she has plenty of energy were you to let her come over here and see Boris.
Oh, yeah. Suzie, place. Good girl. Woo, getting dizzy. Woo. Okay. Suzie, place.
So if this circle is successful, then I want you to send her till we get to 4 places. 4 sends successfully. You know what
Okay.
I mean? Instead of the stays. Just let's get 4 sends successfully after this.
Okay.
Just because I notice she doesn't want to.
Okay. Meaning getting her onto it, basically?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Okay. What do you
Yeah,
do?
so just walk, point,
Suzie, place.
1, and then say okay,
Okay.
and walk.
Suzie, place.
Good,
Good
2.
girl. Okay.
You should be quick.
Suzie, place.
There
Good
you go,
girl.
3.
Okay. One more. You can do it. Suzie, place.
Good.
Good girl. Okay.
Good job. Ah, Boris. Will you stay here for me? No, don't let her come off. Not yet.
Still training.
I want to make sure she can do a sit stay next one before she does that first.
Yep.
Huh. You crazy little girl.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think we'll start the week off. Suzie, sit. Let's go. I want her facing this way. Oh, poor. No wonder. Sit. Now I'm gonna walk 6 feet out, which is just like 2.5 steps. Okay. Go to the end of the station. Then I'm gonna say, Suzie, come, and I'm gonna jog backward and just reel in the leash. So I'm not gonna drag her towards me, but I'm gonna guide her towards me, because I want her to come in straight, looking at, oh, no. Nope. I want her to come in straight looking at me. And also, I'm gonna vary the times that I call her, because I don't want her counting to 5 or anything. See how I walk her back approximately where she came from. Approximately. You don't have to be engineering perfect. Suzie, go. Good girl, sit. Good girl. Okay. Good girl. Let's try that again. So let's take her, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, that's my test, cause the goal of this is to have her start to come on her own.
Right. Without
So
me
we're-
having to use all three of her names. Susie Pickle.
Right, well, I usually say their name first, cause this is the one command I really wanna get their attention,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yep.
If we're using it for reals.
Yep.
Like,
Susie, sit.
yeah, so if you come this way, know that Suzie might try to overshoot you. Cause Boris is here.
Susie, come.
Good girl.
I got you.
Make sure she sits.
Oh, yep, sorry. Sit. I messed
And
up.
make sure you stay straight. You're the second person who does that. You did a little weird turn. Make sure you stay straight when you're coming back.
Okay. Susie, sit. Susie, come. Sit. Good girl. Okay.
That was pretty good.
This area. Susie, sit. Susie, come. Susie, sit.
Not no. You can't tell her she's a good girl. She lied down.
Sit. Okay.
Good girls are only for good performance.
I was already on the good and she was halfway down. I'm like, damn it. Susie, sit.
You can reset her up.
Yeah.
If it's then not convenient to run into the pine tree there.
No, not really. Not really. Done. Susie, sit. Susie, come.
Where are you going?
Good girl. Okay.
Like to the porch to see my new boyfriend, of course. He's very handsome.
Susie, sit. Susie, come. Susie, sit. Good girl. Okay. Susie, sit. Good girl.
Oh. Back her up a little bit. I like the little creep there. She figured something out.
What's Boris doing out here?
He's being a distraction.
Pretty cute.
Oh. Yeah, walk her right back over.
Wow, that's it. That's it.
Susie, come. Susie, sit.
There you go.
Sit. Good girl. Okay. Oops. Triangle here. And then not. Here we go.
And we're not even on the long line.
I know.
That takes some talent.
Yeah, I don't know how I managed that one. Probably had something to do with her. Okay.
Don't blame Suzie.
She's harmless. Hey, you.
Okay,
Level ground.
okay, that's all right.
Suzie, come.
I'm doubly glad I moved the place now.
Yes. Suzie, sit. Good girl. Okay. Yeah, definitely a good thing.
So you can still tell she's a good girl when she doesn't come in straight. Just try to reel her in
Okay.
so that she comes there. It takes a little bit of finesse. I try to catch her as soon as, like, when I'm jogging back, as soon as she's right here, I try to say sit right away.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Come on. Suzie.
Susie's about to go on strike. Susie says, I can tell time, you know.
Suzie, sit. Suzie, come. Suzie, sit. Good girl. Oh.
Yeah, just step towards her paws. There you go. Good girl. Now you can tell her she's a good girl.
Thanks.
Just be sitting for the
Okay.
good girls.
Okay.
Good girl, Susie Q. Good girl. Oh. So probably I can show you the next step in the place.
No, Suzie.
So the next step in the place is I start to, besides, also you make it longer in the circles, but we wait till we get to 1 minute to do that, but you can do this before
Okay.
you get to 1 minute. Yes, Susie Q. Place. So now I start to sit down. But when you're starting a dog, you always want to have the leash on them, just in case there is nosies. She was like just trying to sniff the leash right there. Like, really? Is that really that fascinating to you?
As a matter of fact, it is.
And I try to get up to 5 minutes this week. The hardest part's going to be going down at first, and then you have to be ready to spring up. So I'm usually watching TV, but nothing I'm really all that invested in.
I watched a lot of mindless TV, so that's perfect.
Or, yeah. me too.
Stupid TV is what I like to call it.
Well, I'm like, when I'm doing this, I'll watch Friends or something, like something I've seen before. I'm not really going to be too surprised by anything that happens. Or too involved in it. And my dog's gone the next thing I know. So at first I'm holding the leash, eventually I'm dropping the leash.
Okay.
I'm ready to spring up.
Oh, what's yours?
And then I always return to her,
Okay.
so I won't say okay from
From the
there.
chair. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Good girl. Okay. All right. And I start with the place up close to me. Eventually I move it farther and
Suzie,
farther
place.
out. Why is that so interesting to you? Yeah,
Yep.
and then body bumper on.
Up is gonna be hard. Fast up is gonna be hard. pulled my knee the other day.
As
Walking.
fast up as you can get.
Yeah.
This is because the whole point of place is that we can sit down, relax, walk around the room too. That's what the circles are for.
Gotcha.
As long as we're in eyesight. Out of eyesight, it's a different thing.
Okay. Oh, she's usually in her in the office on her perch, but she can lift her head and look at me while I'm in the chair. My mom said that this weekend. She's like, "Does she ever stop?" Sunday or Friday we were over at my parents' house.
Stop barking?
No,
Oh.
stop. Like she wants to play. She wants to play. She wants to play. She wants to play. And she was
That's good.
yeah, and she was at daycare that morning.
Yeah.
And I said, my mom goes, "Will she ever stop?" I go, "Yeah, when I get her home." And it's just her and I.
Oh, she's just so excited to be out.
Mm-hmm. Well, and there's other people that aren't
Yeah.
moms. I only make mom play with me on Thursdays. I've been home 2 days in a row. And how long?
1 minute.
1 minute? Okay.
We did. I just reset the watch just for another minute. Just sorry.
As I'll sit and chill.
Just to give her a little bit more practice. Now just make sure, I don't mind if her paws are draped off, but I don't want any flat feet down on the ground.
Okay. What if it's a lower thing and she lays down like this and her head goes out beyond it?
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
The feet are the only thing I'm worried about. There we go. Her chin, her tail, don't care.
Okay.
She's got to figure out how to keep her feet on. She does.
Oh, she can do it. She's a bed in the bedroom that has a blanket on it. She sleeps like a little person. Got her head out from underneath the blanket. Took it to a coworker the other day and he said, "All she needs is a pillow." I go, "Okay." Spoiled.
Well, rotten.
Mm-hmm.
So stays, we're going to get to a minute standing still.
Yep.
Place a minute around.
Okay.
And
Stand still. Okay. And just doing some of this.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, yes. I was like,
And the come too.
right.
The
yes,
recall.
Right.
Recall. Okay.
And the healing.
And the healing. Mix them all
Chop
in.
them up into, yeah, you can actually get away with doing healing and stays together. I think we talked about
We did
that
talk
before.
about that. Yep.
And actually, you can get some stay reps in while you're doing the recalls now.
Mm-hmm. True. I'll mix them all in there.
Yep. Make sure I usually do 15-minute, 20-minute sessions a couple times a day.
Yeah, she's
And then-
definitely at that point. I see that paw.
Then sit on the dog is all for parks now and distracting places. Maybe like your mom's house.
Oh my god, I think that would be cruel and unusual punishment.
No.
Normally she can play like crazy and I have to make her sit. And do
I'll
that.
help her chill out the most.
It will help her chill out the most.
And then she can play. Oh boy. It's our favorite puppy. Boris. Or she's gonna be out next time. We'll hopefully take a walking.
Mm.
Yeah, so keep practicing your healing. It's good to hear the non-healing walks are going well too.
Yes, they are.
That's good.
And she does walk
That's
with.
good progress.
We walk with my parents' dog too. So
It's always different when you have a different dog though.
I would imagine, and she sees him all the time.
Right. Yeah.
So it's no big deal.
Or if they come across a strange dog. But she's doing well. You know, I don't.
Yeah, and she actually did. We went. I was thinking on the way over here. I think we came across like 3 or 4 dogs.
Yeah.
She may have whimpered, pulled a little. There
Yeah.
was one she pulled a fair amount on.
Yeah.
It was a for some reason smaller dogs.
Yeah.
I don't know why. She plays with all size dogs
Yeah.
at daycare, but smaller dogs when we're on the walk, she goes crazy.
Maybe she loves them the most.
Probably.
We'll have
Could
to have
be.
Ziggy out next time too.
Yeah.
She
So.
might just love them the most.
Yep. But it drives me crazy because her bark sounds like she's vicious,
Yeah.
and that she's not.
Yeah.
You know, so like the other owners will be like, I'm like, she's like loves dogs, loves
Yeah.
people, loves dogs. She's not gonna do anything. She's just being trained. But like I said, my mom commented.
Yeah.
On how much better she was.
Yeah.
Not pulling, listening.
She's a good girl.
She is.
Yeah,
But good. I'm
Suzie.
glad to hear that you think she's doing well too. What week are we on? 'Cause
4.
We're on 4. Okay.
I believe it's 4.
Okay. Because I was thinking about the other day, I'm like, because we missed 2 from me.
2,
I think.
yeah.
2 from me because I was sick,
Yeah.
and then
Then that lady couldn't come until 6. I
Yeah.
was like, thanks for the
heads up,
warning.
yeah, heads up.
You know, we do have other lessons during the day.
Exactly. I know.
That might have been a nice thing to tell me beforehand. You know, usually when people don't mention it, you assume that they have, you know, any time.
Mhm. Yeah, that there has to be something specific.
Right.
I do have someone else at home when it comes. I could have changed her. So, did you have a good vacation though?
Lovely vacation.
Good.
Wonderful.
Good.
Cleaning up after it now.
Yeah.
Well, I meant to clean during my vacation, then I was like, no,
No.
forget it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Gonna do fun stuff.
Yep.
What about later?
Yep.
So I would say, return to her and say, okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Can I have to get up now? I don't want to get up.
Okay, that's